Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Darksage Walker, and rumors of Strawpoll's demise have been greatly exaggerated. Now, who in the world said that Strawpoll was dead? I don't know, some doofus who must have just made a snap judgment based upon losing track of their stuff and, you know, not doing a basic Google search. You know, that kind of doofus. So, today, or rather I should say with my second lot of recording, I think what I would like to do is just do a run. This is not an Arcana spotlight, this is just something that I'm doing for the hell of it. Just because I enjoy it, and I wanted to take a little bit of a chance to play around with Entangling Vines, because I think that there is something interesting here. I really do, and, you know, if I'm wrong about that, then, you know, so be it, but I think there's something here that could be really interesting, and if we do it right and mix it up properly, then we could have a very interesting combo piece on our hands. And that is why I'm willing to give this a shot. And we're going to be doing so using... Let's see, what robe do I think would be best for this? Honestly, I think because of what we're looking at, I'm going to go with the Rule robe. And as for our starting relic, see, I could lean into either offense or defense and still get the job done pretty merrily. Because of what I've kind of accidentally set up here, I'm going with Captain's Ring. Which means that what we're really looking for is a water-based Arcana to max out the Captain's Ring. And then we just see what the game gives us from there. I will, of course, be playing with the retro floor plan because, hey, why the hell not? And don't worry, the next Wizard of Legend video I make will definitely be continuing the Arcana Spotlight series because we've still got, at this point, 2 Electric and all 3 Chaos Arcana to go. So we've got 5 more videos in that series. I should also, at this point, explain that I haven't done a... Come on, Nox. I haven't done a magnetic follow-up, like, combo tier list video yet. Mostly because it's pretty obvious which ones work well with magnetic follow-up. And I kind of feel like making a tier list for it would be a little silly. Because really, it's just the ones that end up being really fast and having more than 2 or 3 activations that end up being really good with it. So that's why I haven't done a tier list video for that yet. It's mostly just because I feel it's wouldn't necessarily be a worthwhile thing to make. However, if you disagree with me, then I will indeed do the magnetic follow-up tier list video. It's just really, it feels like the only ones that you would ever use magnetic follow-up with would be Bolt Rail and Ice Dagger. That is just this guy's opinion. But if you disagree, then by all means speak up, let me know. I've been known to be talked into changing my mind because, you know, a real intelligent person doesn't just say, "No, I can't hear you, blah 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 blah." No. A real intelligent person will take other people's thoughts into account and is capable of changing their mind. See, that's what it really means to be a skeptic. It's not to say, I don't believe you. It is to say, show me evidence. And if I see evidence that you guys are interested in the magnetic follow-up tier list combo, or magnetic follow-up combo tier list, I should say, then I'll go with it. Also, yes, this is frustrating. Dark Sage, why don't you just edit this part out? Well, as you can clearly see, or hear in this case, I'm trying to have a heartfelt, open conversation with you. If I were to skip this part, this would be less chance for us to have a heart-to-heart about things. About, you know, my thought process on things, about skepticism, and, you know, about Strawpoll. Yes, Strawpoll is still alive. I'm just as surprised as you, and that's why I always say to take the things that I say with a grain of salt, because sometimes I get it wrong, and when I do, I own up to it. Again, that is the smart thing to do. Alright, this time around we are going to start with Atlas, because I'm not taking chances on this. The last 2 runs, he's been in spot number 2, and that's been okay. But I'm not taking a chance on his knights starting to throw friggin' toxic bolas at me, so we are... We are doing this first. But Dark Sage, why did you say that Strawpoll was dead to begin with? That would be because the last time I tried to log on to it to make a poll, I was told that it was no longer there. It was a Site 404 error. Or maybe not a full 404 error, but you get the idea. It wasn't there. So I just kind of shrugged my shoulders and said, okay, well, whenever I need to ask an opinion, I'll just let people know in a video now. Turns out my information was lacking, and it's just not being run by the same website anymore. So, I guess I will take that, thank you. Like, and it's funny, like, it wasn't even like anything changed. I found Strawpoll, went to check it out, and even all of my old polls were there. So it's almost as if the site itself is going, God, what happened? And I just had to look at it and be like, you know what? Shut up. So, yeah, I own up to the idea that I said that Strawpoll was dead. I was wrong. I'm sorry. So I will go back to using that for making polls so I can get you guys' opinions on things. Like, it's funny, I didn't even know it was still there, and now it's like my world is opened up again. You know, in a manner of speaking, but make no mistake, I only thought that way because I was just being an idiot. Yeah, there's no real reason to keep exploring. Alright, we're just moving on to the next floor with a whole bunch of money. You know, it's that one problem that everyone likes to have, the fat wallet problem. It's a problem that unfortunately I've not had in a while. I would like to have the fat wallet problem. Ow. That's what you deserve. Hello. Like, I'm not sure if that's a great find for this particular build or not, but I mean, you know, I'm not gonna dismiss having a little bit more damage on Spark Array. So, if you want to go have a look for yourself, the first new poll that I put up, and we are taking Title Blast, is I am asking you to select which Elden Ring archetype you would like me to try building for future content. I am advertising that here because this seems like the best place to do it. But I did also advertise it on my Discord. So for those of you who are wondering whether... For those of you who are wondering, yes, it is there in all of its glory, as well as the very same explanation well, not the same explanation, but also me stating that rumors of Strawpoll's demise have been greatly exaggerated. Alright, so now what we should be prioritizing is cooldown reduction. Okay, I want that. And I kind of want both of these talismans or tokens, but I know I can only have one. I honestly don't think that's going to be that important, so we'll take the token of health. Oh, yay! I've already seen Cremire, so I can't just sell that to him. I'll just leave it there. Maybe someone else wants a prismatic wind chime. Because when you think of a wind chime, you definitely think that it needs rainbow patterns for all those times you're going to be looking at it. Hey, Dark Sage, how come you didn't do the soundtrack roll? You know, there's a very good answer to that, but I think I left the answer in my other pants pocket, so you're just gonna have to accept this. we've got an enhanced spark array to throw into this room just to really get the party started. I'm not normally the guy that you go to for puns, but I'm just gonna say this one. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a ball. We're having it again. Oh, hey, that wasn't good. Okay, we're getting a lot of signatures now, and that's actually making me pretty happy. I also see twin turbines up there, and since this build is not necessarily centered around any one idea, I am totally okay with taking that, and there's a beautiful defensive relic. I am not going to complain about that at all. I don't know why I hesitated to grab the Tidal Blast upgrade. I was just looking at it and going, but you know, the red portal could have someone where I want to trade an unenhanced Arcana. And, you know, technically it did, but I had the token. So, you know. Would you simply accept oops again? I'm kind of really enjoying the idea of the push and pull combos. I mean, that's kind of hence why I wanted to... I don't even know if I'm going to end up liking that in the long run, but there it is. Also, how is this looking? 24% damage enhancements and 12% cooldown enhancement. It's not really an enhancement, but you get the idea. 25% more cooldown there. Does that sound right? Give me that. Now, unfortunately, no cooldown reduction, but we've got Fiery Paintbrush and the Lotus Froststone. Neither of those are going to be a bad thing at all. Interesting, but I think I'm good. Also, as of time of recording, it's, you know, 9 o'clock in the evening, so birds are pretty relaxed at this point. The birds outside have just gone to chill. And my birds are just kind of relaxing, watching me do my thing. Rippling Rupture. It's an inferior vine. I don't even want it. Oh, we can just grab this. And at this point, we're pretty much set. I am going to, of course, look for Anders, because he is, of course, the purveyor of more strength. And hey, potential cooldown enhancements as well. Also, yes, this build is getting pretty ridiculously strong. I have no idea in what world that's a bad thing, of course, but... I do like how Breezy Gray Canvas sometimes just says, yeah, we don't need cooldown on this. Have I not found Anders? Where is our neighborhood-friendly shopkeep? Oh, there he is. Just watching while I obliterate all those mooks out there. We almost have the entire painter's tote. Love it. There's really not much of a chance that this is going to be active, but you see what happens when you make a mistake with the Sorry, I just had a brain freeze. Give me a moment. Yeah, you see what happens when you make a mistake with the retro floor plan on, so there is a chance that that might come into play. And like I said, the best thing we can do for ourselves right now is cooldown reduction. Oh, that didn't work out. Help. There we go. Again, I'm liking the push pull combo method, but this is not the right time to be experimenting with fading pedal. If I remember it, maybe when I'm done with the Dash Arcana Smooth, thanks button. Maybe when I'm done with the Dash Arcana Spotlight series, I'll start looking into combos with fading pedal. Matter of fact, if you guys just want to give a brother some ideas, I would not be opposed. There we go. Oh, this build is fun. I probably don't need Nocturne at this point, but thanks. The only part about that I didn't like was that Dude Man had Ignition Rush running. And yes, Breezy Gray Canvas is making this so much easier by sometimes just removing the cooldown on the Arcana. I love it. There's really nothing here I want, but I'll grab that just because. Nah, I don't care. Aha! Don't do that to me. Oh, see, this is why I don't use Breezy Gray Canvas during the Arcana Spotlight series. Because it's too easy to get an elevated view of a dash while using it, because it can sometimes just be like, yeah, we're just going to give you all the uses you could ever want. You're welcome. And since it's basically just a straight-up upgrade from Lemo's Leaf, I'm sure you can see how that comes to be an issue sometimes. Yes, we will upgrade the robe. Also, in case you're wondering how I'm staying so healthy, not me personally. Me personally, my health sucks, but Blades of Sympathy plus Spark Array is doing a world of good. Anything here we like? Better question, anything here we can use? This, potentially. And this is not great, but I mean, it gives us plus 5% damage and movement speed, so... You know, it actually does something when you're using it single player, but I think its effects are boosted when you have a pal with you. I'm sure you can see that one of the tricks that I'm doing with the Arcana... Alright guys, come over here. Is I am firing out the Spark Array, and then using Entangling Vines to pull them into it for another round of damage and shock effect. And yes, the results are as beautiful as you would imagine. Which reminds me, just because of the voice that I just did, I heard a really kick-ass version of Be Prepared, Star's song from The Lion King. Like, some of you might even know which version I'm talking about. Though at the moment I forget which channel it's on, but I mean, just go to YouTube and go Be Prepared Metal and, you know, be prepared. I know that wasn't creative, shut up. Oops, I screwed up. I've had a lot of people tell me that they think that her version of the Meteor spell is so difficult to dodge, and all it really involves is just walking. Like, just walk around her room, either clockwise or counterclockwise. It works so well to dodge her meteors. Alright, last chance for any good relics. Hey, I just did a review of you. You're cool. Alright, no, we're just gonna move on then. And even though this build is really good, I'm still not feeling it for third phase, so sorry, y'all. Oh geez, I just had a nice little activation of the fiery paintbrush there. Get a little bit of residual damage off. Ow. Sweet. Well, that was just a nice little fun run. And I hope you guys got a chance to enjoy it too. And you know, if you're wondering how to set up a good combo with Entangling Vines, send out the Spark Array, stun them with it, and then use the vines to pull them right back into the same wave of sparks. Like, it's so genius that only someone who actually likes those two arcana would think of it. Yeah, I know, I'm not being creative right now, but think about it. Have you ever wondered what that Venn diagram would look like? So, there you go. Hopefully, and ooh, 24-minute run, not bad. Admittedly, I was kind of hauling ass through that run and having a really good time while doing it. So, if you're wondering why we had a 24-minute run and the recording time is, 33 minutes, blame that on Nox. He's the one who didn't want to give me my retro floor plan. But this has been a lot of fun, and I hope you guys will continue to follow me in the future as now that I have access to Strawpoll again, I can ask you guys more questions, get more feedback. It just kind of feels better than just going out and just doing things randomly. So I will put a link to the latest poll in the description of the video where you can also find links to my social media. I will say thank you very much for coming and spending some of your free time with me. I appreciate your continued support. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you happen to be, and I will see you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and take care, everybody.